What is up, guys? David here from Overland Nomad, and on this episode I want to be going over this gear that you can find on Amazon under $25 that is pretty useful. Stay tuned. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. So like I said earlier, this gear you can find on Amazon under $25. Some of the stuff that I have here on this table I've already owned for a few years, and some of it is actually brand new. I just got last week. I really haven't used it. I kind of looked around and kind of tested it out, and I wanted to show you guys. I thought it was pretty interesting. One thing, this video is not sponsored. Each piece of gear that you see here I paid full cash, so not sponsored. So let's get started. First product on the list is the Luci 2.0 by MPOWERD. I've had these for years, and I can tell you it's one of my favorite pieces of gear that I've owned. These usually go for around $25 on Amazon, but last time I checked for Black Friday, they were $14. And you can find these at Target as well. I think you can find them at Walmart, Academy, different stores. I actually bought these at Target, and they were on clearance a long time ago for $5. They were really cheap, and I bought a bunch of them. And what's really great is that they're solar powered. That's the only way you could charge these up. You can't plug them in or anything. So if you need light right away, it's not a great thing if they're dead, because the only way to charge them is solar power. But what I do is you could inflate these or take the air out. So they're really compact. I put them on my dashboard, I let them charge over the day, and then they're good to go by nighttime. They have little clips on top. It's really nice. You can hang them anywhere or put them on your table, whatever. You can inflate them, do whatever you want. But these are really great. I have, as you can see here, I have 5 of them. I think there's another one somewhere lost in my garage. But I highly recommend them. They're actually really bright. I've owned these probably since around 2016. The battery on them have kind of weakened out a little bit over the years. They're all faded, they're all kind of gross, a little yellow, but they still work. Next up on the list is this camping stove that I found on Amazon for $25. The company is called Ohuhu, which is interesting. But this is a little cool piece of gear to keep in your vehicle in case you're running out of propane for your camping stove, whatnot. This is really compact design. You have it like this. You could put something on top here. You could boil some water, pick up some twigs that you find out in the forest around you, throw it in there, start a fire, and you're good to go. I think this is pretty cool. It is stainless steel, and we'll be trying this out for sure in another video, so stay tuned on that. So next up is this headlamp made by Foxelli on Amazon. It's $22. And what's really different about this headlight compared to other ones is that it has an LED strip on the front, so it gives you a really wide angle lighting, kind of like what you would think on a truck when you have an LED bar on the top. This is kind of the same concept, and I've been eyeballing this for a few months, so I thought this was a good time to purchase it. What I like about it is that it actually looks like a $50 item. The design, I think they really made it look nice. This is something you're gonna wear, you want it to look nice. I think this is it. They put their branding all over it, which looks well made for a $22 item. You expect some of this stuff on here to be really cheap, but this is actually pretty nice. The battery pack is in the front, not on the back. It's got 3 different light modes that you could use. One great thing about this headlamp is that you get a wide angle coverage. I tried it out yesterday. I went into my closet and I was able to see everything in front of me. The stuff that was right at my eye level was brighter. The stuff below me and over me wasn't as bright, but they were still light, which is really cool compared to a regular headlamp that's more of a spotlight in a sense. One thing I would think this is kind of a downfall of this headlamp is if you're a campground with other people, you're probably gonna be blinding everyone else, but this is kind of a really nice headlight to have if you're working on your vehicle or anything like that. But I think this is gonna be one of my favorite headlamps that I'm gonna be using. Also, the headlamp is IPX4 rated. It's waterproof, USB rechargeable. It does not use AAA batteries, AA batteries. You can just plug it in and charge it up to be ready, which is really nice. Next on the list are these string lights. These are some generic brand on Amazon. They go for around $15, but they're listed for Black Friday for $10.49. It is 16.5 feet of string lights. And I know you see these everywhere. You'll see them at stores to put them in your room or something for your computer or whatnot. What's really great about this one is that it's supposedly rated for IP67, so it's supposed to be waterproof and all that. And it comes in this really nice little, it's enclosed in this rubber casing, and it is USB powered. So you can plug this into any little power bank, whatever that could power a USB, even a computer, whatever. You press on here and you can switch all the different modes. And if you watch my recent camping video, I had this hanging on my awning, and it gave a really nice ambient light. It's not super bright, but it gives a really good light to see things around. It's not gonna be as bright as the lanterns that I have over here, but they do work really well. I think this is nice to have, and what's really cool about them is that you can just throw them on anything you want. You can put them on the awning, you could put them in your tent. It doesn't really matter. You could just do whatever you want with them. And for the price, I think it's nice to keep with you just in case you need it. Next product is this foldable table that actually I bought on Walmart, but they do sell them on Amazon. I did confirm there is the same style of table, aluminum table, on Amazon for $23. These are really great to have. I always have this outside of my camper, outside of my truck to put random stuff on, but they're so light and they're so portable. They're made out of aluminum. For $23, I think it's a pretty good deal. And I've been using it pretty heavily and I haven't had any issues with it. So I think this is a great product to have, just to put things on the side. And they're really skinny. You can put them, you can hide them. And they're light. So I think it's a good product. All right, next on the list is this water dispenser. It's $13.49 on Amazon. And I will tell you from experience, it is one of my top 3 favorite pieces of gear that I've owned. This is a great piece of gear to have. If you have a jerry can or water container, water jug, you throw that in there, put it on top here. And I'm gonna demonstrate over here so I don't get the table wet. You have a built-in water pump in here and a faucet. It is great for the price of $13.49. Actually, I saw that a manufacturer, I think it was Dometic, they came out with their own faucet. I don't think they've released it yet, but it looks very similar to this, and I'm sure theirs is insanely expensive. This is $13.49 on Amazon. One thing that I can tell you is that the battery lasts a long time. It is USB rechargeable in the rear using a micro USB connection, and the battery lasts a long time. I went on a 5-day camping trip in Colorado and I never had to charge it up, and we used it every day for lunch and dinner, wash the dishes. If you don't watch my videos, I do have a 4-wheel camper, and in my sink I use this as the faucet. I just put a hole in the countertop and I run this to my water tank, and this thing is great. So this is one of the pieces of gear that I highly recommend. This will save you a lot of time, especially washing dishes, washing your hands, all of that. This thing is phenomenal. I really love it. And like I said, this is made for water jugs. That's really the primary thing for this thing, but you know, you could outfit it. This is a Hydro Blue jerry can. So on here, I could just put it on here. It will fall off. It's made to be detached because I do use it on different setups. But you know, you could be at camp, throw that on here, leave it on your table, and you have a place to wash your hands. It's pretty nifty. And at the price, you could buy multiple. It's pretty cool. Next on my list is this arc lighter. I think that's what it's called. It's actually, I had never seen one of these, to be honest. I'll show you a close-up of it. This is a USB rechargeable lighter. You could find this one for $19.99 on Amazon. There's some other cheaper ones. Again, this is one of the products that I haven't tested out. I just bought. It looked interesting. I hadn't seen something like this before, and it is a good replacement in case you don't have a way to start a fire. And one thing that's really good for me that I want to try out is at the beach. The beach is really windy. It's always a hard time starting a fire. So this is supposed to be basically windproof. Not supposed to, it's not gonna turn off on you. And I think this is a nice addition to have. I don't know. The ratings seem to be great. I don't know how great it is. It's supposed to be waterproof and all that. You push it open and it's got a gasket in there to kind of keep it sealed up. There's some other great videos you can find on YouTube where people test these out. So if you're curious about these, again, go check out other YouTube videos of other great, there's some great reviews on these where people actually throw them in snow and see if they work, and they all had great reviews. The only downfall that I did see people talk about, one downfall about this lighter that I did see from other YouTube videos is that because this thing doesn't fold out all the way, it kind of gets in the way of compact areas where you're trying to light up something. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah. So last on my list, this is going to be a little added product from Amazon that is actually not $25. It's not under $25. It's actually $40. But I kind of want to really talk about it because this has also been a really useful product that I think is pretty affordable, and you guys might think it's pretty cool. It's an actual shower. This is a $40 Amazon shower that you could basically throw the water pump in something like this jerry can. This is the same jerry can that I showed y'all earlier. So we'll throw that in there. It kind of floats around. And it comes with 2 different batteries that, again, this battery right here lasted me that whole Colorado trip. My family used it. The other family that was with us that had 3 adults and 2 kids also used it that same night. And it still went on and it lasted the whole trip. This thing is really cool. Especially for the beach, you know, you want to just rinse stuff down. So this is a really good shower. You can see the pressure here, and it's been pretty good. As you can tell, there's a little bit of water seeping through here. You can see that right there. It is a $40 Amazon shower, but does a really good job, especially looking at this pressure that it gives. This does not give you hot showers or anything like that, like the Julka, which I'm going to be reviewing very, very soon. But as you can tell, it's not bad for $40. Go ahead and turn it off. Well, that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful. All the links will be down below to all the products that you saw on here. And if you could support my channel by hitting that like button, that'd be great. If you want to stick around, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. And thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.